Tuesday morning, Toronto, lovely shot of the city. Meredith Shaw, Sid Xero here with you on Breakfast Television. Morning, Mayor.
Good morning,
How you doing?
Sid? I'm good. You're wearing sand on your person as opposed to sand in the beach.
Like the
of Jamaica.
sands through the hourglass.
Sands through the hourglass,
This
yes.
is an angry Portuguese man of our time.
Everyone's tuning in for that at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
And then, yes, Gregor and Robbie G, throw the theme song on, Best of BT, boom. They hate when I request stuff for Best of BT during the show. I have no shame.
Yeah, you make some major requests.
I will continue to, because I know they can come through in the clutch, because they're amazing.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Some sad news yesterday, especially if you're a fan of the Blue Jays, because like my first remember when baseball only had one game on a week in the city? That's how it used to be, kids.
Yeah.
Once upon a time in the city of Toronto, the Blue Jays
gathered around.
Yeah. Just watch the one, maybe two. If you're lucky, maybe get a Wednesday, maybe get a Saturday afternoon. And that's when I started watching the Jays. And Jimmy Williams was the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays. He took over in 1986 from Bobby Cox. He eventually would be let go early in the 1989 season. A gentleman by the name of Cito Gaston took over. And yesterday we learned that Jimmy Williams, at the age of 80, passed away this past Friday at his Florida residence. And Jim, this kind of tugged at the heartstrings of a lot of Blue Jay supporters, because Jimmy was in that world where the Jays were still learning how to win. And he, there were some ups and downs. They did win a lot of games. He and George Bell didn't always see eye to eye. George Bell didn't see eye to eye with a lot of people. And they got in positions where, going to the playoffs was a big possibility. He was also part of some teams that just down the stretch completely faltered. And so there were some highs and lows watching Jimmy, but that was my childhood. Jimmy Williams running the Jays was a staple for me. And to hear that news yesterday that he had passed at the age of 80 made me sad. It did. Well,
I mean, that's what happens with sports and certain figures in sports franchises, is it gets you back to when you were a kid, And well, no, it was a tweet. I said we were chatting. No, you tweeted out about it yesterday. And I read that and I thought, oh, little Sid. I just felt it from your tweet, because that's what that's all about. When you're growing up, it's formative years. And so, what did you say? Rest in peace, Skip?
Skip. Yeah. Like he went on. He was part of staffs that went on to win a couple of World Series. He wasn't the manager, but he did win a couple of World Series, and he was a manager of the year in the American League in I believe it was '99. So he had success. But the Blue Jays, and I believe it was Jeff Blair of Sportsnet 590, the fan, Sportsnet, who kind of put it out there. The Jays wouldn't have learned how to turn the corner and win were it not for the Jimmy Williams years. Because in sports, the classic cliche is you have to fail before you succeed. And there were moments in Jimmy's tenure where, there was one September, they had a 3.5 game lead in the division. They went 0-7 down the stretch. The Detroit Tiger series, I'm reminding people of that. But there would have been no success without Jimmy. And I just wanted to acknowledge the important role that Jimmy Williams played in Blue Jays history, gone at the age of 80. Take care, Skip. 7 o'clock. You're watching BT.